I am just on my way to buy some apples because today's video is all about apples. Alright, I got my big bag of apples, and apples are probably one of the least appreciated fruits on the planet, but we're gonna change that today. I'm going to share with you how I enjoy my apples, the tastiest ways, how to find good apples, and first of all, of course, let's get into some benefits of apples. And one of the coolest benefits of apples, in my opinion, is that they have a heating effect on the body because they're high in antioxidants, and they also contain polyphenols, which helps increase the circulation inside the body, and that way we feel warm, which I think is so cool that nature designed it in a way where the fruits that are in season in the colder times of the years heat our bodies up, versus the fruits that are in season the warmer time of the year, like melon, for example. Melon actually has a cooling effect on the body. And I was talking with another friend a couple of days ago, and she said that in the winter she cannot eat melon because it makes her feel cold. And so I still love having melon in the morning for breakfast. So what I typically do is I get my body moving before I have the melon, and then I eat it in my cozy chair next to the radiator. So that way I don't feel cold when I eat melon. So I still enjoy melon in the winter. But yeah, let's get back to the apples. Another really cool benefits of apples is that they contain pectin, and pectin really helps with satiety. So especially when we eat the apples with the skin, which I only do if the skin tastes good. If the skin of an apple tastes bitter, I typically peel the apple because I want my apples to taste the absolute best, and I want to be able to eat more than just one apple. So that's why sometimes I like to peel them. But especially skin contains pectin, so if you chew on the skin, it'll give the signal to your body of satiety, of satiation and fullness, which, especially if you're looking to release a little bit of weight, having an apple with your typical meals to help boost the satiety can be really good. And then of course they are also very high in fiber, which improves digestion. And again, a high fiber content in our diet is essential if we want to experience next level health. And also fiber is a great help for releasing excess body fat. And then the third benefit of apples is that they have a high water content, which does also mean that they are low in calories. So what I always like to do is combine my apples with calorie denser fruits, because if I would try to make a meal just of apples, I don't think I would actually feel satiated from it because they are so low in calories and so high in water. But including them into our diet is still hugely beneficial because that water content in the fruit is going to rehydrate our body on a cellular level. No amount of drinking water, whether it's tap water, spring water, distilled water, reverse osmosis water, is going to hydrate your body as well as the filtered water that has been, put into the fruits by nature. It is the purest form of water, and it is literally rejuvenating, rehydrating our body on such a deep level. So yeah, the high water content is also a huge benefit of apples. And then the last benefit about apples I would like to share is that apples are also high in phytonutrients, which helps reduce inflammation and also boost the immune system. On top of that, they are also high in vitamin C, which again is great for the immune system. And personally, I always go for organically grown apples just because I have found that they taste the best and they also satiate me way more. Oftentimes when I buy conventionally grown apples, they just taste like water, so I don't really feel like eating them. And personally, I also prefer the older variety, like Boskop, Topaz, Elster, because they still contain so much flavor. And that's also something, personally, I don't really eat apples outside of the season because there are so many other great fruits in season in the summertime and, you know, in the other times of the year. So I focus on apples when they're actually in season. Same I do with pretty much almost every fruit other than maybe bananas and dates, because they're just a staple of my diet. And yeah, when I have my apples, I always have them, you know, either with a banana smoothie or with some dates together. So something I really like when I'm on a hike or when I'm outside, out and about, you know, have a few apples and then bring a pack of dates and a cucumber. And that's like a really nice way to enjoy some fruits and vegetables, to actually feel satiated and make a meal out of fruits and vegetables. Because as we all know, fruit is like your jealous girlfriend. She wants you all to herself. She doesn't want you to combine her with anything else, with any cooked food, with anything other than herself. And another way I rarely but sometimes like to enjoy my apples is to either bake them in the oven or to steam them up inside my steaming pots and then sprinkle some cinnamon on top. It is so tasty. It is such a nice meal, such a comforting, satiating meal. What I also typically like to do is I put them in my kitchen. I buy them earlier and then I let them sit there for a couple of days to ripen up a little bit more. And then I pick the ones that have like a fragrant smell. So if they smell very fragrantly, then that's a good sign that they have a lot of flavor, a lot of sweetness, a lot of taste. So I think that's pretty much the only thing about apples that I look out for. And personally, I also buy them like single apples so that I can pick the best ones myself. And I don't buy the bags where there's a lot of apples thrown in. But yeah, I buy them singularly, and also that way I'm saving some plastic. So yeah, that was the video about apples. If you made it to this point, comment your favorite apple variety. I would love to know. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!